sometimes I wish I was a kid again so I could look at something and be like, oh man, this is amazing, and then study all their work.
Yeah.
But I just can't.
Yeah. Busy now.
My brain stops at amazing. Oh, this is amazing.
Alright, welcome to the Grind Culture, you guys. My name is Michael. I got my boy Aaron right here, and we got a special guest today, Mr. Murkemz himself.
Yeah,
How
what's
you
shaking?
doing,
What's
bro?
shaking? I'm cooling, brother. How you living, man?
Good, bro. Good. Pleasure to
coming in.
have you.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
bro.
being on the show. So where you from?
I'm from Queens originally, Queens, New York, Woodside Peas, and Arizona.
In Arizona. Tell me about that journey from Queens to AZ.
Came out here when I was a teenager. I moved out here with my mother. It was a big change as far as like the way I was living. I mean, I'm from the projects originally. Came out here and it was niggas had a backyard type shit for a little while. You know what I mean? We moved all over and it wasn't too long for niggas back in an apartment over here. But the whole landscape is just different. It was different culture. It was a shock, but I was young, so I was a teenager, so I was able to assimilate quick. I mean, it's not like I was a grown man going from job to job and shit like that. So,
but that New York accent ain't never left.
know what I mean? So it's crazy because niggas in New York, they don't. Know what I mean, it's to them, I sound like a country nigga. It sound like that.
Well, it's a certain generation too
Right.
that still has that like heavy accent.
Right. So, know what I mean?
Yeah, because I got a cousin that's around. How old are you? If you don't mind me
I'm
asking?
29.
Literally, he's about the same age.
Word.
And that generation has that heavy accent.
Word.
Heavy accent. That 50 Cent, Lloyd Bentz during that time accent. Oh,
Yeah. That's some time I was very impressionable in them years.
Sure.
So,
I'm
yeah.
sure.
You still go back?
I ain't been back in years, man. But like maybe 5 or 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's been a little while.
All right.
Not that I couldn't. I mean, have
Right.
vacation money. Chose to go on vacation.
Hey.
Yeah.
For real, New York is gonna be there.
Yeah, all right. I got you.
So coming from New York, you obviously we relate on a Puerto Rican level here.
Word. Shout out Boricua that way.
You know what I'm saying? You brought some of that culture from New York, some of that
Facts.
Boricua culture out to Arizona with you.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I came across paths with you back in the day. I don't remember what social medium it was.
He just. I know he's a Puerto Rican kid.
I knew he was a Puerto Rican rapper, and at the time I was out here doing my little thing, majig. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I saw you out here, and I'm like, hey, this kid's dope. And I used to drop little like whatever bars or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Word.
But like 4 bars or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you would like it. You would drop some shit. I would like it. And I'm like, oh man, this kid, you know what I'm saying?
Know what I mean?
We linked up a little bit back then, and I ended up taking off, going and doing some stupid shit, and coming back and then hearing you. And this time I actually heard your bars. I'm like, is that the same fucking kid that from back in the day?
Word.
And I'm like, oh shit, it is. It's the same
That's
little Puerto
crazy.
Rican kid. And now he's marketed himself. Because I think back then he was only doing like Murk. Was it? Did you have Murkemz?
What year was it?
Fam, this had to be like 2010, 2011.
2011. It was J Murk.
J Murk. That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
That's what it was.
Yep.
Around that time, I was probably like 19.
Yep.
18,
See, I
19.
knew it before it was Murkemz.
Yeah.
So that was back then. So when I come back, because I had left AZ for a little bit. So when I come back, now you're established as Murkemz.
Right.
And the branding and all of that.
Yeah. All
So
that.
I thought that shit was fucking fly. You know what I'm saying?
Word. Appreciate it, bro.
Where did Murkemz come from?
Murkemz came from so I was J Murk initially. Like I started rapping probably when I was like 15.
Okay.
I was doing the J Murk thing from like 15 to like I was always J Murk type shit. And I stopped rapping maybe when I was like 22, 23. Not really consciously, but I just stopped
Same.
dropping shit.
And
And
just
then
never
like
went back.
some years passed. The years had to pass for me to realize I stopped rapping.
Yeah.
Like,
I got you.
After like 2-3 years passed, I was like, oh shit, I don't do this no more. I thought I did. Because I still write at the crib and shit, but I wasn't an artist. Dropping shit on the internet, making myself present online. I ain't do that in a long time. So I made a conscious effort to start dropping shit again maybe like 3 years ago. And I changed my name to Murk. Just for the sake of revamp. Like I know it's been some years since I dropped. I want to add a little umph to, you know what I mean? So I just dropped the J hyphen because I also felt the way about the J or the first initial type, you know what I mean? B Will, and I mean that's just everybody's first nickname. That's every nigga in the hood first nickname type shit. Like I mean,
like
your name
the
is Brian
nowadays
Williams, niggas call you B Will.
Right.
Your name, I mean, J Thompson, niggas go J Tom. Shit like it was some shit like that. So it was just like I wanted to do something different, so I went with Murk. and I dropped my I Bet project in 2017 under Murk, like the end of 2017, and there was like a Cuban techno group named Murk. Type shit, and them niggas shit was booming. Niggas hitting me like, yo, every time we look up your shit, man, it be my music be mixed in with theirs on the DSPs and shit like that. Yeah. And this was probably like the end of 2017. So like the beginning of 2018, I ended up taking my project down and just re-uploading it like a week or two later under Murkemz, because that was always my handle on Twitter, even as J Murk, like for the past
Murkemz?
10 years. Yeah, it was always Murkemz. That was always my social media handle. So I was like, how about I make this the official name type shit?
Right.
And I just released it under Murkemz. Ain't nobody have it. You type it in, it's all me. It don't get mixed in with nobody else's nothing. I didn't want to do J Murk no more. And yeah, it works straight like that. And Murk is it. I could see how it's a little vague.
But Murkemz work.
Nah, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So I mean, we taking that, we ran with it.
You went from just Murk and you made it like Murkemz.
I went from
I'm Murking
J Murk to Murkemz.
Yeah.
Straight like that.
So then we get to your first album,
My first album.
which is, or your EP.
What's
as
that?
Murkemz.
I Bet. Okay.
I Bet, yeah.
I don't even know what it is because I've been rapping.
Well,
so
I mean,
it's
honestly, we
like,
have
I mean,
enough tracks to look at it and be,
project,
it's a project, yeah. So that's where you had Moonwalk. That's where you had 99 Plays.
Yeah.
Right? So that's kind of where I was reintroduced to you, was at that level.
That's
So
where I reintroduced
where you said-
myself.
Okay. See, I didn't know that.
Moonwalk has your most streams, right?
Moonwalk has my most streams.
It's yeah, that shit was pretty big.
Yeah. That shit is still going crazy.
Yeah.
Right? Know what I mean, thousands of plays a week.
That video was fire.
Yeah. Shout out my man Dylan Toon, man, visual shooter. We gonna cook something up real soon. But yeah,
See, I'm just now realizing that you took that time off, because I was out. So
Right.
when I came back, you must have just popped up at the same time.
yeah, basically, I barely realized I took the time off. You know what I mean? Like I said, I had to look back and like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I ain't dropped shit.
Been doing anything.
Yeah, but I was always staying creative at home, not knowing, nigga, at home ain't, people outside don't know
They
nothing.
don't know what's going on
Right.
in here. Yeah.
And I mean, so
So prior to the first album, you met Breezy?
no, I met Breezy in 2000, a year after that, maybe a year and a half after that.
So you did all of that first stuff on your own?
Yeah.
Okay. What was the process of that, like getting back from not doing any music to being like, I got this whole legit piece of artwork, plus I got this dope ass video, and I'm getting plays?
Well, I never stopped creating. So when it was time for me to get back in my bag, I came with a plan to, I Bet was my attempt at making a hit.
Right.
So I made 8 to 9 songs. It's not cohesive. There's no real theme. The only theme is I'm trying to make a hit record. Like I'm trying to make a splash when I come back. I'm trying to make 8 to 9 songs that sound like they can be singles.
Right.
And call it a tape and work every song individually. That was my plan. I didn't have nobody else. I just knew I'm going to get my little paycheck and I'm going to shoot a video, to every song. And I'm going, know what I mean? I'm going to be in niggas' inboxes like, yo, this my new shit, this my new shit, this my new shit. I knew I could do that.
Yeah.
I mean, if nothing else. So that's pretty much what the process was like. Also, on top of that, I was looking at the landscape of the city. So I'm looking at who the hardest nigga shooting videos is. At the time, it was called Capital.
Right.
I'm looking at who the nigga that's going crazy with the photography and I mean, I was reaching up. So the people that was popping with photography, the people that was popping with videography, the people that was popping with cover art, but in Phoenix.
Yeah,
right.
So I made sure I reached out to them,
them,
so that it's just like pretty much an easy pass into whatever popular circle is going on. Like niggas is, I know I rap good. Let me work with the niggas that's bubbling. So, know what I mean?
Who did the Moonwalk video?
His name Visual Shooter. His
Visual
name Dylan Toon. So yeah,
He killed that.
yeah, he went crazy.
Yeah.
He's fire.
A
He's
little fire
one of my
with
favorites in
front
the
of
building.
And you rocking that do-rag to the side. I was like, I ain't seen, that was the first time I seen that style. I was like, okay.
Yeah. Know what I mean? So all of that,
It's the
man.
little things, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Cause the little thing here, like all these little things add up and make one big thing.
It's the presentation too.
Facts.
Like literally, that's how dope that project was coming out after you not doing shit. I had no idea. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
This shit's fire.
Right. Nah, man, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. And yeah, man, that's pretty much what it was. Just my attempt at a hit record. And after not dropping nothing for so long, motherfucking 30 out the gate was, I mean, Orlando Magic picked it up for NBA Plays of the Week.
Nice.
Moonwalk was in Shaft. Like, I ain't dropped no music. Now I dropped 8 songs, and 2 of them is on the Ticket Out the Hood. Niggas drop a million songs that don't breathe.
Yeah.
I dropped 8 songs after 4 years.
How was that feeling?
That shit was crazy. Like, it was crazy. But I
real moment.
But that's it. Just a moment. I don't sit in it too much because niggas gotta get back to
work to do.
Yeah.
Grind.
I try not to bask. I let the people dwell in it and all of that shit. But
what's the process of the NBA picking that up?
I actually submitted. So Steve Stout, I don't know if you're familiar with United Masters.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Stout started United Masters, and he was like, we taking submissions for NBA 2K.
I remember that. Okay.
So I sent the song for NBA 2K, but there was like a little side box saying like, click here if you also want your shit submitted to just the NBA.
Right.
Like ESPN or something like that. So it didn't get picked up for 2K, but it did for the NBA. Nice. And when at the time, because they redid it this past year, I think Deli the rapper got it. Shouts out to my boy. But at this time when I submitted it, there was some kind of stipulation in the rules and in the conduct policy where a couple of states no submissions was allowed. So it was like Arizona was one of them.
Oh, really?
Nebraska, North Dakota,
like
South Dakota.
Shit?
I don't know what this is just the fine print, mad words,
Right.
And they saying every state is eligible except these 4 or 5 states and like Japan and a couple other countries. It was probably like 9 places altogether, but Arizona was one of them. I was
They
ready
probably had
to
enough
vomit.
because honestly, I think a lot of AZ artists have gotten that not that specific NBA play, but have gotten some sort of like local Phoenix Suns look.
Right. Yeah. That's coming now, and even the 2K shit, that shit changed after Deli got it, Deli Every Day, and my man J Wop.
Okay.
I don't know if y'all familiar, but
J Wop's on one of the tracks with Emmett Dupree.
Yeah. I can see them working together.
Now they got one's fire.
It's fire. Yeah. He get crazy, but so they changed the stipulations the second year, and I think I submitted again, but I still didn't get picked up
Into the song, into the game.
Right. But it did get picked up for the NBA.
For which songs?
It was 30 out the gate.
No, for this go round.
Same shit.
Same shit?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because I made 30 out the gate. I made a basketball version of the song.
Specific for that. Okay.
Right. So I changed a lot of the bars, a lot of the shit I said, and just made it basketball.
A lot of basketball references.
Yeah, even if it was derogatory, I went in, switched some words around to make it, a basketball punchline and shit like that. It's like I revamped the song completely. So if it's basketball, I'm sending them that because I don't got no basketball songs.
You?
I mean, I be wilding. Hell no. I be wilding in my raps. I don't got no fucking basketball raps. So if it's basketball, they gonna get that one.
Word. So then we get to album number 2, and we got Too Dangerous. To start it off.
Shout out Tony Chuck.
That's who made the beat.
Yeah.
Word. That was wild.
Nah,
That's when the because you could tell you had the lyrical shit down packed in the first project.
Right.
But when you got to this one, it seemed tight. The bars seemed tight. The songs seemed to kind of, when you came out the gate, the first 3, Too Dangerous, Fast Lane, Bounce That, it's wild, fam.
Yeah.
Like that's a good out the gate song. So how did that come together? What team did you put together? Is this around the time that you guys finally got together?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So
Right before that.
it's mixed. It's both. I had some of the songs prior to meeting them, but we really honed in. So I tell you. So what happened? I had a reactor. Like it was like a big reactor. His name No Life Shack. He got like 3 million subscribers or whatever. And I was spamming on Twitter, sending Raptors. I was spamming the song Raptors or whatever. He ended up reacting to it. And once he reacted to it, shit went up. So I got a wave of like 5,000-6,000 subscribers. Mad people reacting like, yo, who is this nigga? Da, 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 da. This shit is crazy. And I found myself actually having like a fan base of people. It became supply and demand. It was like a bunch of people like, yo, we need some of this. We need more of this. This is fire. Da, da, da. So that pretty much started Fastlane. That was like, okay, I finally got a mass group of people here.
You in the fast lane now.
Right. Yeah. I was doing everything though. One week I'm dropping a boom bap rap. Next week I'm dropping R&B. The week after that I'm dropping a fast rap. The week after that I'm dropping a conscious rap. I was all over the place, but the people gravitated to this. So I was like, okay, if this is what they like, I'll do 10 more of these. You know what I mean? Different renditions of. Like Amigos album. Everything is da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
But, you know what I mean? You give them, that's what the people like from Migos. So they like, all right, I give niggas 15 of these. Call it the culture.
It's like that same Busta Rhymes effect that he had with Chris Brown when everybody tried to do them bars.
Type shit.
You literally, with your social media pool and how you fuck with your fan base.
Right.
It's that same kind of deal where they're trying to be, you're their Busta Rhymes.
Type shit.
That's how your fan base looks at you. Like, they're literally trying to emulate and say everything that you do, how you do it. I've seen some of these videos.
It's fire.
Wild, bro.
And it's like, it's even different than that because it's like, it's not a bad space for me because these guys are 20 years removed. Not removed, but they like, you know, these niggas 50 years old and shit. Respect to the legends, respect to the OGs, but it's like, as opposed to a 25, 26-year-old that sounds like Drake. It's just like, nigga, Drake is young and hot.
Right.
We don't need that. We don't need another.
Yeah.
But you got somebody that's just like brand new and vibrant. You get remnants of a Busta Rhymes or a Tech or da-da-da, but it ain't that. It's just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
The young hoes can still have fun with it and all kinds of things. Kids, everything. You know what I mean, it's just a different kind of thing. I don't know. So, yeah, it's fire.
Real quick, because I know we're going to get to how you branded yourself. But that little M emblem, explain that. Like, that I thought that was smart.
Yeah. So the M emblem, we was me and him was talking about we needed a logo and shit like that for me. And then I probably like the next day, like 1 a.m, he just texted me the M. Like, we didn't even speak about, know what I mean? He just texted me the M and it clicked. I was like, oh shit.
So is that a prior that existed?
Yeah.
I thought so.
It's an emoji that exists.
That's what I was gonna say.
It existed.
It was right in front of everybody's fucking face, bro.
Facts. And I shout out my girl Chelsea. She tweaked. There's like subtle differences in the art. In case legalities come.
Right.
But if legalities come, fuck. If Apple no merch,
Yeah.
we did it.
You're right.
We did it. Sue me. Happily sue me.
Yeah.
Let's get it. So
Let's not go there.
Let's not go there, but it's just an ode to, you know what I mean? If Apple got smoked with Merck.
Right.
Well, I just thought, I felt on a branding side, that was fucking...
It is.
That was fucking mad smart.
Nah. That shit was fire.
It's perfect though, because it's on everybody's phones already. You ain't got to do anything.
That's,
you know what I'm saying?
exactly
Right
what I'm
there.
saying.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, you could tap into everybody and they could easily... 3 of those. Bang.
Easy.
Couple of little fire ones.
Know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? It's quick. It's easy.
Right.
That was fire.
That's what people want. People want convenience.
Yeah,
They want to fuck with you conveniently. Know what I mean?
right.
They'll probably go after your way once you reach a certain, once you Drake Kendrick level, they'll do all of the extra things that they got. They'll punch in a certain code for a specific emoji once you obtain that power. But early on, I mean, they just want it convenient and they want fire. So
in the previous interview we were watching from you, you were talking about how when you met Breezy, everything sort of clicked for y'all.
right.
What's the story? How'd y'all meet, and why'd it work so well?
So how we met initially was so his pops hit him and was like, Bree's already been out here. We already been out here for 10 plus years, both of us separately. I didn't know him, he didn't know me.
Gotcha.
And his pops hit him, was like, you got some family out here or whatever. And he's like, you got some cousins out here. His cousins actually happens to be my mother.
Oh, okay.
So he reached out, and she was like, oh shit, well, you know, she see what he do and whatever, Plug City and all that. She said, well, I got a son that raps. And it just happened to be me. This is 2 years ago, so I already did. All right, bet. All right, and I mean, shit like that. And yeah, I don't know. It was that organic.
It was like destiny.
Him being who he is, doing what he's done, and doing what he's doing, even still to this day. And the same for me. And we just, there's no ties until there was ties.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, man, it clicked like that. And we didn't initially work right off the top. He pretty much just sat back and watched what I was doing. I was working regardless. I was going to figure it out. I was a little scattered, but I was still dropping content, dropping raps, making my face known in some shape or form, especially on the internet. And then after watching me for a while, we linked up, we chopped it up for like the whole day or whatever. And then from that point forward, we decided we was going to work. And he was, what he did was add some structure to what I was doing, and really make it a real plan. And we took it to the next level from that point, and just ain't stopped.
What did that look like as far as taking it to the next level? I know you're talking about structure, but does that mean getting your business smarts up? Does that mean, hey, you got to...
All of that.
Like...
Logo. I didn't have a logo.
Got you. Okay.
Logo.
Setting you up with a videographer, getting photos, doing all of that stuff?
A little, yeah, in a sense.
I see you guys out here now doing like... You guys got a nice setup.
As far as what?
Where you recorded like some of your videos? Like the latest one. The latest little setup where it's a big white screen.
Yeah, we just go.
That's just not. Okay,
that ain't our shit.
We go place. We book things. We see things. We do.
You just see whatever you. Got you.
Yeah,
right.
They got a bunch of those, right? Just a big ass white wall.
Right. A lot of the resources is still outside resources. It's just two niggas really putting their brains together and figure out how we could get them resources.
Where they're at.
You know what I mean? Where they at.
Yeah.
I mean, figure out the ticket, and just like it make it that much easier when you got somebody you got a partner, and y'all can bounce off of it, and I mean, really figure it out.
And when they believe in you too, that's
the main part.
And it's family. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's like it couldn't be any better.
Have you always been big on social media, the internet, the whole thing?
Yeah.
So that
while I was rapping, I always I date back to I was spamming Lime links, Hoax share links.
Okay, I got you.
In 2011, I'll do a freestyle and shit, and bam, hit everybody. You know what I mean? Dealing with trolls, all of that shit. This fucking sucks. Like none of this is new to me. So at this point, I'm like a professional. Niggas be trying to do it for a week, and it's tough.
Yeah,
niggas ain't been. I've been doing it for so long that it's nothing to me.
Yeah, because we see you post. Like when people tweet at you and they're talking shit, but also, you're posting everything.
Everything.
You're getting the publicity from it all.
Everything, yeah.
It's
if they
just
talk
smart.
about me, it's up for display. Everything's up for display. Yeah.
All publicity is, what did they say? All publicity is good publicity?
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact, bro. Hell yeah.
What's one of the things you've taken away from building your brand?
One of the things I've taken away is, the consistency is everything. I guess I've been hearing that forever.
Right.
But it's ingrained in me now. I can't leave. If I leave right now, it's over.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't leave. Consistency is everything. I got to continue to drop these raps. I got to continue to show my face, these pictures, promote these raps. Everything that I'm doing, it got to happen every day, all the time. Right. Which is why I can't bask in the moment. Which is why, things is exciting. Like Missy Elliott say this is dope.
Right.
But, okay.
What's
back
next?
to work.
Yeah.
Shit, like, you know what I mean? So that's what I take away from is consistency, and I can't chill no matter what happens until what happens makes enough sense for me to chill.
Do you think social media and having that presence online is one of the, obviously besides your work, obviously, right? Because you're dope with what you do, but you think that presence online has contributed big time?
Yeah, because I've been a dope rapper at home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now I'm a dope rapper on the internet, and everybody's like, "Oh shit, it's Murk." It's been that. It's been that when I was in the crib.
Ain't nothing changed.
I mean, people gotta see it. Yeah.
And also, it helps when you see it, when you see the love, and you see that reciprocation.
Right. It's I can't even front like it's
an energy.
So it's a little bit of self validation. I mean, just a little sprinkle.
Right. Yeah.
But it's like, okay, so and so fuck with this.
Yeah.
I guess I'm really on to something.
You got some big names fucking with it too.
I mean, shouts out to them.
Yeah.
It's lit.
Do you think you let the people, because you said earlier, you was like, they fuck with this kind of song, so I'm going to just drop 10 of these. Are you at a stage now where you have enough fans where they're less of a role in that, where you'll get to a project where you're dropping more in-depth things about Murkemz, childhood, your relationship with family, all of that?
Yeah, I'm gonna do all of that. All of that's coming.
Not to get on, lovey-dovey, but
no.
I know you've dropped some shit already. I've seen some of the Ja Rule, the one that you did.
Yeah. Nah, for real.
And you got a shout out. You've been getting mad shout outs,
right,
from all of these celebrities as of late. Was it Ice-T?
T and Q.
And Q.
Yeah. They're like 2 weeks apart.
Yeah,
that's big.
Yeah, that shit's fire. I think I'm gonna get to I'm already at that point. It's I just leaned in. When they like the fast rap, I just lean towards it instead of shying away from it, which is probably what I usually would have did. I was like, okay, they like the fast, but I'm gonna hit them with something else. I'm gonna fuck their head up.
Right,
It's
yeah.
just like you gotta know when it's time for that.
Seems like you made a bunch of consecutive good, smart business moves.
Right. Because as opposed to when Moonwalk was on Shaft, I didn't have 10 Moonwalks. So
True.
I mean, I seen that happen.
99 Plays was a fire record too, though.
Yeah. Now all of the
But it wasn't a Moonwalk, because Moonwalk, they had the whole shebang bang. Like,
Yeah, it was just a certain kind of record, and I didn't really duplicate any of the records on I Bet. How You Know My Name and 99 Plays was kind of similar to me, but for the most part, I was just trying different things on each record, just trying to make my rendition of a hit.
yeah.
And like I said, when I did the Moonwalk, I didn't have other Moonwalks to follow up. So when Raptors went crazy, I was gonna make more Raptors to follow up. They different songs, but for me, it's the same kind of brain I use to approach the
That's a
record style.
special kind of brain. it's
Yeah.
Even when I'm reading it, trying to do it, because I've been, again, we was talking about being out for so long. Fam, try 8 years and then trying to spit some shit from back in the day. That shit is
I never stopped. Yeah, I think that's the
literally
thing,
it's a
is not
muscle.
stopping rapping.
okay.
Know what I
Facts.
mean? I just stopped being an internet presence.
Right.
I always was writing raps at the crib, and
You always creating. Just,
always
not
creating. I
for
was
the
even going to
public.
the studio.
Oh, okay.
What was stopping you at that time?
I didn't know I stopped. Know what I mean?
But I mean, you didn't have the presence of mind to know that I'm not putting nothing out.
Just being a regular nigga, I just fell into the warp of going to work, coming home. You know what I mean? Trying
9 to
to
5.
fuck with the hoes, going to the bar.
Yeah.
Just regular shit. I was just an everyday nigga. And every once in a while, I would write some raps and go to the studio and lay them down. But I was always saving them for this big moment that eventually it was years, and it was 2 years, and I'm still holding this for this project, so I can't drop it out. I mean, I got mad songs on my computer that I never dropped. And then I just realized, like, yo, I'll tell you what happened. I tell people this story all the time. So I was on a bus going to work. Yo, I stayed on 19th and Camelback at the time. My job was on like 19th and motherfucking Union Hills. It was a call center. I think it was Lexington Law. Shout out to Lexington. And a nigga see me on the bus. He was like, damn, ain't you Murk? I was like, yeah, what's good, bro? He said, shit fucked up with Murk on the bus.
Yo,
I was like, yo.
I'm right here.
I'm right here. And who do you think I am? Like,
Both, right?
In my mind, even, actively rapping, I never thought I was above a bus ride to work. I'm just thinking like, I rap.
Yeah.
But I ain't got no whip right now, so I gotta take the bus to work.
That's perception.
It's perception. I didn't understand that.
Yeah.
I was like, what do you see when you see me?
Yeah.
Because I only know me. And I only know I gotta get my ass up and go to work in the morning.
Yeah. You
After I
still
leave
gotta
the
get
studio.
paid.
Yeah. I'm not thinking that people, I'm thinking this is, just common. Like, motherfuckers know, like, oh yeah, Merk is fire on the mic. And he a regular, everyday nigga. But he taught me it wasn't that. And I was just like, yo, I gotta be what he believes.
Yeah. Straight up.
For him. Shouts out to him. He put the battery.
For you, at the end of the day, 'cause it's a two-way dream. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's happy to see you, and you like, well, shit, I am this.
He said, shit fucked up with Merk on the bus. I was like, this shit was fucked up.
It was.
I was like, damn, maybe you absolutely right. I get the fuck off of this bus. I told my pops, he was like, man, you should have just said, I'm just enjoying community time with the people.
Right? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I just want to spread my love.
I wasn't quick on the draw on that one. I should have said that.
So was that your moment?
That was one of the defining moments. I was just like, oh shit. I never forget that moment type shit. So yeah, that was one of them where I was just like,
hey, somewhere he's still a fan of you. So somewhere he's gonna peep this interview. He's gonna be like, he's talking about me.
that was me on the bus on the 19 North.
Yeah, I was even talking about like, yo, it's fucked up.
Shout out Valley Metro.
Word. All right, so we pretty much got up to today with you. What's the plan for the rest of 2021?
Plan for the rest of 2021. So like we was just talking, I dropped the M1 Fast Lane. So what's next is M1.5 Fast Lane Deluxe. Okay. So it's gonna be a couple remixes of songs that's on there, as well as maybe like 5 or 6 news joints added to the track list, and
ready to go out now.
Ready to go out now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Ready to go is on there.
This is actually a press run for Ready to Go that we're on while we're here.
So that's not on the fast lane, is it?
It's gonna be on the deluxe.
It's on the deluxe.
So it's the leading
I've been
single.
bumping it so much and bumping the
Fast lane.
so much that I just in my mind,
just
they,
mesh.
yeah.
So it's really gonna be mesh. So it's the leading single for the deluxe. So the deluxe gonna be dropping, and it's pretty much gonna be fast lane. But like I said, some of the songs was gonna be remixed. Okay. So it might be new verses and things like that, different surprises, and a couple just new songs altogether, new features, and shit like that. And outside of that, we got a boom bap project, like a little EP, mini EP.
Oh, that's my lane. Right
Yeah. About 4 or 5 joints. Some fire boom bap too. It's different. It's like a
reminiscent of what?
Huh?
Reminiscent of
it's
what?
It's definitely reminiscent, but it's just like it's something different. I mean, it's today's boom bap.
Okay.
Then outside of that, we just dropping regular, consistent raps like we did anyway.
Are we doing any tours now that we're opening back up?
Definitely, we gonna get into some tours. I don't know no details just yet.
Recently.
I was in Atlanta. I think I may be going back, do a couple things out there, and we in the talks about some tours. I can't really get into specifics right now, but it's definitely a plan.
Good things coming.
Especially for this year, shit opening back up.
Yeah. People ready.
Gotta touch some stages.
It's happening perfect, fam.
Right? Yeah. Nah, hell yeah.
You built the buzz while everybody's just at the crib, and now it's just opening back up.
Nah, it's
now
lit.
it's like
people ready.
You got a whole bunch of them little bus boys looking at you like that now.
Word.
Hell yeah.
Now you got a whole crew of them.
Nah.
Straight up.
I really can't get back on the bus.
Nah, fam. For real. Yo, you need a ride. Holla at your boy.
Give me the Cactus Jacks. Give me right.
We can't have you on the bus. All right. So before we let you go, I got a new segment that we doing. It's called Who You Fucking With. Hashtag Who You Fucking With. So it's one of those for the local dudes out here. I want to know who out here in Arizona you fucking with.
Man, damn. Fuck, I hate these questions. I hate saying niggas' names.
How about this? Just do not who you fucking with specifically, but who you fucking with that people don't really know about. To give him more of a shout out that are dope.
I really don't even know niggas' reach.
Yeah, you was just telling me that too.
I dead ass. It would almost be insulting if I named your name and people do fuck with you.
That's true.
I don't know what you got going on exactly. Because, I mean, I'm here with it. But, like I said, man, I shout out to the niggas that's on Fast Lane. I fuck with Markel Delwan, Tough.
That's Poker Face's son, isn't it?
That's iRock's son.
iRock's son.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I got to like that.
Shout out Mickey Zobel. He's coming. It's gonna be lit. Shouts out to De La Prime.
We had him
Some of y'all fuck with Tough.
you got a song with him, right?
Yeah. We are we putting a video together right now and all that.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Oh, you have a new song with him too.
I got a song that was on my album with them.
Legion of Doom.
And
then you got the one you just did with the Academy.
Yeah. Actually, I did that shit a while ago. It just dropped.
Yeah, I just heard. Yeah,
Me, Academy Drew, and De La Prime. Yeah, that's another one we got together. Yeah. That's crazy.
So you got another one on top of that?
Nah, it's Legion of Doom. We working on the Legion of Doom.
Nice.
Who else in Arizona, man? I fuck with shouts out Chris Coke. Me and Chris Coke cooking something. We got some fire on the way.
Dude.
I fuck with Chris Coke.
He's fire.
They got a dope one-off that's coming.
Bro, I want to get him on.
Yeah.
He's fire.
Shouts out my nigga Chris Coke. Big fan. There's a bunch of other people too, man. But off the tops, that's who I could think of.
That's good.
Shit, hell yeah. Chris Coke's fire though.
Yeah.
Chris Coke's definitely fire. We got to get him on.
Coke is that guy.
All right, man. Hey, man, it's been a pleasure having you on.
My brother.
We're just gonna have to end it on that, then.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on. And if you want to look over here in the camera, let the people know where they can find you, what you got going on.
Look me up on all social medias. It's Murkemz, Murkmz. Follow me. Like I said, that M1.5 Fast Lane coming, ready to go out now on all platforms. And man, we got some new bars on the way on top of all of that. So it's just like. It's never gonna be quiet. I mean, if it ain't a full project, if it's gonna be a freestyle, if it ain't a freestyle, it's gonna be a single. It's gonna be something. There's always
something coming.
Always something new. So we're gonna keep it going.
Oh yeah, check him out. Check him out, y'all.
Man.
That is rope with tussin', ayy. Nigga, y'all too weak. Got a 2-2-3 finna bust your bucket, ayy. I cannot do no